Hey guys, how's it going? We're going to be doing what's called the Catching Up podcast. This is going to be one of two podcasts. Our other one will be a lot more funny, so if you want to watch something funny, go ahead and watch that. But we'd like if you guys watch this one too. This is going to be more serious, more about life and other stuff in general. With me today, I have my awesome co-host, Robert.
Hello.
So hopefully we're not too quiet. I'm using the same mic that I use for any of my videos that I actually edit and everything. And we know that mic is extremely loud when you're up close, so we're kind of pushing it back, hopefully so it's not as loud. So today, the point of this is our first vlog, is we're going to kind of introduce ourselves, talk for between an hour and half an hour, so half an hour and an hour, and just talk about life. We're probably not going to get into anything too deep today because we're going to try to introduce ourselves a little and just talk about stuff like that. So just in case we do, though, I am going to just say we might have a mild language warning and a trigger warning just to be safe, just in case we talk about anything that's too deep. But like I said today, we're not going to be talking about much that big. So you guys know me from the YouTube channel that this is on, It's That Nerd Ryan YouTube channel. But let's talk to Robert first, or I might refer to him as Ross, just so you guys know. We've been friends for, God, how long have we been friends? Probably
I've been here since 2012.
So 8 years, because we've been friends since basically you came in. So we've been friends for 8 years, and we were in a band together where we had a guitarist named Rob. So we didn't want to get Rob and Robert confused, so we just started calling Robert here Ross. So I'm going to try not to do that for this, but I might slip into it, so I'm sorry. So, all yours, Robert.
I don't really know what to talk about.
Talk about yourself.
I
We
flip
do have
Krabby
drinks
Patties
here,
for
so
a living.
what?
I flip Krabby Patties for a living.
Yep. Ross is a fry cook at a bowling alley, which gets me a lot of free bowling, which is awesome.
That you never use often.
Yeah, I know. I do go and buy my bowling, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Right. But yeah.
You have two people that you know that work at a bowling alley that can get you free bowling.
Right.
You never use that option.
Yeah. And Robert is a nerd like me, so what nerd stuff are you into? Just to cover it, besides anime. Because he's really big into anime. I know you guys aren't going to be seeing our shirts today. If I get a better camera, we might be doing video with this too. But I'm wearing a Lookout Mountain t-shirt from Lookout Mountain, Tennessee. And Ross is wearing a Yu Yu Hakusho shirt. I only know Yu Yu Hakusho because I watched that as a kid on Adult Swim when I should have been.
I watched it very late, like 2 years ago late.
Really? So anime, Pokemon, Magic. Did I miss anything? Comics, yeah. Not as big as Star Wars as I am, but still a Star Wars fan. Stuff like that. So, I mentioned to you that I wanted to mention something funny that I saw earlier. So I'll bring it up. So I was driving home from work today, and because where I'm not, obviously, if you're looking down right now, as of making this video, I'm at 40 subscribers. Mm-hmm. I'm not YouTube famous yet, so I can't have any other job. I can't make that my own job, so I have to work somewhere else. So I'm driving home from work today, and I see this guy on a little tiny motorcycle, and no fat shaming here or anything, but the guy was had to be 350 pounds on this little almost looked like dirt bike style motorcycle, and he was rushing up to the light to try to trigger for him to turn, and the light just turned regular green, not left turn green. And he just stops there, and I just see him, and he's flipping off the the light because he was so mad that he missed the light. And that kind of brought me to what I wanted today's topic to be about. And I don't want to focus too much on the pandemic, but I feel like this year in general has just kind of brought out the worst in people.
One big pandemic special.
Yeah, one big pandemic special where it's literally like you get like the whole Karen apocalypse thing. It feels like is 10 times worse this year than when the original Karen apocalypse, which I think was 2016. It like feels just 100% worse. Like for example, I was at a store the other day, and they had the directional arrows, and I was walking down the aisle the right way, and this woman, I was coming out the aisle, and this woman starts going the wrong way, and she looks at me, and she yells at me, saying, "You better not tell me to go the right way, you punk." And I'm like, okay, that came out of nowhere. And then you just, like, I don't know, I feel, have you noticed, like, people are kind of getting more testy this year than usual?
I don't see it, but I hear about it all the time at work since I work in the kitchen.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's kind of, it's funny, but, like, I get this year has a lot of stuff that's gotten us stressed and gotten
We've already had the cops come to my workplace twice.
Yeah.
And I missed out both times because I was in the kitchen cooking.
Yeah. And then, like, I'm not going to disclose where we live, but I'll just say we live in a Chicago suburb. And there's one of the other towns that's right by us, they actually have had the most issues when coming with masks and everything. Like, they were the first town to protest having to wear masks. They're also the highest town to have COVID cases. And then
I wonder why.
Yeah, I know. And they're one of the only towns right now that is like 100% letting people trick or treat. I found that out the other day. And I mean, it's kind of funny because like the town that we live in is very kind of more high end, I'd say, compared to some around us.
Higher middle class is what I call it.
Yeah, it's upper middle class, higher middle class. And like you could tell there's a lot of snootiness, there's a lot of I don't like
pretentious.
Yeah, pretentiousness, there's a lot of privilege. And I'm not trying to like I
don't like that.
I don't like it either, and I'm not trying to be like the Gen Z millennial, oh, everybody has privilege thing. I mean, I do agree that exists, but I don't like
you're entitled
focusing.
to what you work for, that's it.
Yeah, I don't like enforcing it as much as like I feel that when I'm making videos or doing something like that, it's not to focus on stuff like that. I do feel that a lot of people try to turn that, and I'm not calling anybody out, but like I use YouTube as an escapism. We'll talk hopefully about in next month's podcast. We'll talk about like mental health and stuff like that. And something that I really reach for when I'm like watching YouTube or watching something is just escapism. And a lot of the things I'm escaping from are the stuff that's actually happening in the real world now. And like I do understand that a lot of the stuff that's happening in the world does need attention to it, but I just don't want to be connected to that attention.
Like, get hit by a truck and isekai yourself and you escape reality entirely.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what world you end up in after getting hit by a truck, then
yeah,
I can't help you there.
Yep, but I like in all honesty though, like I do agree. Back to what we were saying after I went on that little tirade. That's something you guys will notice. What?
Oh, you mean the isekai or the other thing?
Both.
Okay.
Because I just don't like that everybody's kind of around where we live. We have a lot of people that are very entitled. Actually, I think most. Just some don't show it, and some really, really, really like to show it. Like that guy flipping off the light, or that woman yelling at me because she was going the wrong way. I feel this.
Just watching their body language, everyone shows it.
Yeah, and I feel like this pandemic's actually really bringing it on people, because like to me, and I'm gonna sound entitled here, the mall's always been open till 9 o'clock up until this year.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the pandemic, they closed it 2 hours earlier. So now the mall closes at 7. And like, I'm telling you the truth, it really pisses me off, man. There's like, cause like, anytime I go somewhere, anytime you guys hear me move, it's because I'm shaking the mouse.
Yeah, that is a small hindrance at the mall being open until 7.
Yeah, anywhere that closes earlier now, I feel like I'm in a rush. And I don't know if it's like just because I know the place closes 2 hours earlier, or Walmart it closes 3.5 hours earlier now. But like, I feel like I get irritated when people are kind of walking in the middle of an aisle or walking in the main aisle and just walking at snail's pace.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I'll tell you the truth, I want to scream at them. I want to be like, okay, come on, move it. I'm trying to get somewhere, and you're blocking me. When I could just go down the other aisle or something. And like, in all honesty, I feel like that's like my entitled portion. Is like, I just feel like I'm very like a man when I shop. I go, I look at the spot that I want to go, I get what I want. If it's there, if it's not there, I just leave. But like, me walking and then somebody walking even an inch an hour slower than me irritates me. But like, I don't show it, I try not to show it, but you could probably tell in my body language that I'm upset. Then again, like, I'm not, we're trying to be anonymous to anybody that's associated with us unless they give us permission. But I'll just say where I work. I'm not going to say where I work, but we do get people that are very pretentious about wearing masks or going the right way. We have people. We actually recently just stopped having one-way aisles. But during the one-way aisles, we have a lot of people that are either super enforcing it, or people that were completely ignoring it, and I feel like probably purposely going the wrong way just to irritate people. And the funny thing is, you actually have people like that collide, and they're screaming at each other and everything, and it's kind of funny.
That's retail for you.
Yeah. But, it, like, I don't know if it's because of these extra precautions people are getting more upset.
It's because they're being enforced. They're being told it's not really their choice.
Yeah.
And people hate that.
Yeah, and especially people that are more self-centered. I don't want to say pretentious or anything, but like self-centered and everything.
They don't
ignorant. Like being told what to do.
Yeah, they'd rather stay ignorant and avoid safety procedures, even if it's to their benefit, if they're being told what to do.
Yep. And like, the purpose, I just want to include in here, the purpose of this is not to bash people. It's just the whole point of catching up. No. The purpose of catching up is more of a therapeutic session for the both of us, just to talk things out and try to get down to the point of why we feel some way or why we think other people feel some way. So we're not bashing people to bash people. We're talking about people, and if it sounds like a little mean, we don't mean it to be.
We're going for the Monster Bash.
Yeah, we're going for the Monster Mash. It is October. So if anybody's listening to this in the month that this is released, we're actually recording this 2 days before it's going to go up. But happy Halloween.
Look, it's Spooktober.
Yeah. Which, that brings me to another thing with this lockdown.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
Like I mentioned, we live in a Chicago suburb, so we live in Illinois. And that's another thing, is the state was supposed to be on a 30-day lockdown. And then it kept getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back.
So how did that work out?
Yeah, no, it's now been 7 months, and there's everything's basically open, right? I can't think of anything that was fully closed due to the pandemic. Yeah. There's some stuff that's fully closed due to other situations.
My workplace is back to its regular hours.
Yep, your workplace is back to its regular hours. Actually, the funny thing is, you work in our actual town, right? Not our sister town?
Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't want to say it because our sister town has it that if people come in without a mask or anything, and an official comes in, you lose your selling license. So I didn't want to mention it, but if you live in our town, you actually
I heard about that.
Yeah.
Liquor license stuff.
Yeah, but
That's
you're
really bad for
you
bowling alleys.
yeah, you do a bowling alley, and if you guys are in the actual alley, you don't have to wear a mask. It seems like, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. At the bowling alley that I go to the one at Round One. So he doesn't work at Round One for the people that want to stalk Robert.
I welcome
You have to wear a mask at all times, which you've went there with me before too.
Yeah.
You can't take it in, like Round One's in the mall.
I gotta be honest, it's a little ridiculous that you have to wear a mask at all times on the lanes when it's like I'm not even surrounded by the other people that are on the other lanes.
Yeah. I mean, I had to work through the entire pandemic, so like I'm used to having to wear a mask wherever I go. But like for a lot of people, I understand.
Like exceptions are fine.
Yeah.
Like what we have at my workplace.
Yeah. But yeah, you're back to normal hours. Movie theaters are open, which is great, but like nobody ever really shows up. I don't blame the pandemic for that. I blame bad advertising. I literally had to Google search and go through a few pages just to see if theaters actually opened. Because when New Mutants came out, I wasn't sure if it was actually going to be out in Illinois. Because there was no advertising about the movies coming back. And I think the only time I've ever seen actual advertising was when it said, for Tenet, it was like, big movies are back in Chicago.
Mm.
And, yeah, that's open. The comic book store's open. Retail's obviously open. It's always stayed open. But yeah, I don't think of anything that's like still closed. I think we're in what's considered phase 4 for Illinois, which took forever to get to. But our governor's threatening that he could bring us back to any phase if there is any jump ups. Which is
that's not going to cause any public disorder.
Yeah. So we're 7 months in. And I mean, it was bad at the beginning with how people act, but like now, it's just getting old. And the thing about my my job is we can't tell people to wear a mask, which I understand. Because did you hear what happened in Florida?
Wasn't there a Florida man?
Yeah, it was a Florida man, or it was either Florida or Texas. But no, somebody told somebody to wear a mask in a Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
And they shot the employee.
Mm.
So they don't want people getting hurt.
I mean, yeah, things got violent when my manager asked someone to wear their mask at the bar. Like they actually threw a bar glass at her.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You told me about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
So we had to call the cops on him.
Yeah. People get like I get it that like a lot of people don't want to wear a mask or anything, but I mean it's important to wear one.
Especially when
I think what the big and I think what the big failing was for this whole thing was telling people that it's to protect others from you. Like in all honesty, if somebody said
people don't care about that.
Yeah, people
They're
don't
all
care
about
about protecting others. They only care about themselves. So they should have originally went these masks are to protect you from other people.
Mm-hmm.
Then everybody would have been like, oh, okay, maybe I should wear this. Because even actually, I have a aunt that works for a hospital. And she said something about these masks don't really do anything for you. It's literally all for you have to have one that has a filter in it for it to help you. Mm-hmm. And even when you think about it,
they're still helping other people because they're preventing your bacteria from spreading over onto them.
Yeah, and you're only protecting 3 of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 openings on your face.
Mm-hmm.
You're only protecting your 2 nose holes in your mouth.
Somebody
and I know you're not supposed to touch your eyes or anything, but somebody could walk up to you and cough right into your eyes or right into your ear, and there you go, right in there. Mm-hmm. Which, I mean, again, it reduces it when you...
Come here.
Yeah, the whole mask thing reduces that, which I agree with,
mm-hmm.
but the fact that, like... people aren't taking it seriously still after 7 months is what I don't understand. Because it doesn't make any sense. And like I had the thought the other day. I I have an anxiety problem. Had it for my entire life. I've pretty much worked through it. But I still get like little scares sometimes. And like it hit me yesterday in the car. Is like I really never see this going away. I never see not having to wear a mask go away. It's gonna become like I know in 1920 or whatever 1918 we had that bird flu pandemic or whatever it was, and we had to wear masks during that. And there's still people back then that were like fighting like now. Yeah. There's always going to be people that are like that, but I feel like now it's become such a major thing that like I have a Pikachu mask, I have a 3 Star Wars masks, I have a Marvel mask.
I have Happy from Fairy Tail.
Yeah, you have Happy from Fairy Tail. Is that the only mask you got that's got a design on it?
Yeah. I gotta get more from Too Cool.
Yeah, but like, yeah, there you go. Like, I even mentioned this to our mutual friend the other day. I don't know if he wants to be. We're keeping people's names out, so we're going to use food instead of names, so we don't actually go, oh, their name's Karen. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, our friend named Karen thinks we're talking about her. And it's like, no, we were talking about Angie. And then Angie's like, oh, no, you're talking about me. So
I hope it's Thick Boy.
No, I was going to say our friend Celery, since he's a vegetarian. Oh. He knows we're talking about him. No, we're not talking about him in a bad light.
He's Tall Boy.
Yeah, but I even told Celery the other day. I was like, everywhere is selling masks. You're making money for people being stupid and forgetting to wear a mask, or people refusing to wear a mask. And like corporate America is not going to take that away, because I mean, think about $5 a mask at your place, right?
I don't know. I didn't even pay.
I think it's five. I think somebody told me it was $5 a mask, or there was a sign that said $5 a mask.
I don't even pay attention to the price since I get a discount.
There's a thing in my vlog like a few months back where me and I'm going to use her name because my girlfriend's always in my videos. So me and Angie went to the outlet mall, and they had vending machines of masks for $15. $15, and like it's basically like shoes or pants or something now. You can't like walk into a place without a mask. So yeah, you're the quick $15 right there if you forgot. And like
walk in style.
Yeah, even if we get rid of the virus, like tomorrow, if we wake up all of a sudden it's like, oh, this we found this miracle cure that we're 100% sure works. The virus dies right away and everybody's healthy. I still see people wearing masks.
I mean, at this point, it's a style.
Yeah, it's turned into a style, which, I mean,
it was a style in Japan.
Yeah. That's originally, I remember when all this started, that's what I said. I was like, this mask idea is stupid. They only wear it in Japan. 1, because it's a style, and 2, actually China, I was saying China. 1, it's a style in the eastern area, and then 2, there's like 2 or 3 cities in China that are so bad with smog that you have to wear a mask. Otherwise you will ingest so much smog that you're almost guaranteed to have like a smoker's lung. And like now it's gotten to the point where it's can't really do it. Can't say anything because it is actually helping. As long as you're wearing
all their factories shut down, the pollution just stopped.
Yeah, the pollution did clear after that. So yeah, we're talking about masks, one-way signs. I noticed Walmart still has theirs. Walmart has the worst one-way signs. They're like literally the size of like a playing card. How can you see that?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like
you step on it, you don't even realize you're stepping on it.
Yeah, I know. And then you're all of a sudden. See, what I thought was a good idea, which is way too much money, is instead of putting like anything on the floor or anything like that, you get those the the rotating thing that you get at like roller coasters and stuff that counts the people. And
like a rotary door.
yeah, because you know that they can't go backwards;
Yeah.
they can only go forwards. So if somebody tries to go the wrong way, they're stuck. But I mean, one, that would be too much money because you got to put that in every single aisle.
Mm-hmm. Then once everything's back to normal, you gotta remove them.
Yeah, and then it's a fire hazard if you think about it. Because like, what if all of a sudden a fire starts somewhere and you can't get through that way?
That's why you do hurdles.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I could even do a hurdle anymore. But yeah, and then like some places have put up like real actual plexiglass in front of their registers. Like there's places like Target and stuff like that where I think it's literally just a thin thing of plastic that they taped up or something.
Mm-hmm.
But like some places are getting like almost like ghetto area bank teller plexiglass that looks like it's bulletproof up on places. And I'm thinking, when all this is over,
I mean, no, they can't do bulletproof. That's just too much money.
well, you know, I mean, it looks bulletproof.
Yeah.
But like, you spent all that money on putting this stuff up. Is it going to permanently be there once all this is gone?
Probably not.
Are we planning that this thing is never going to be gone? I mean, I know the whole thing that happened in 1918. I keep saying bird flu, but I don't think it was bird flu. Spanish flu. That's what it was. Spanish flu.
Birdemic.
But yeah, the Spanish flu, that lasted a few years. So I mean, we might be stuck in this for a few years, but
Well, until that vaccine's ready, we're kind of stuck like this for a while.
yeah. And then there's all this stupid stuff, and I don't like that. I don't want to get into this too much because I hate being political, especially on a video. But I keep hearing how, oh, we might have a vaccine at November 5th, the day after Election Day. Oh, we'll be able to bring people back to. One of my co-workers is a bus driver too. Mm-hmm. He was telling me that they called all the bus drivers in and told them that they're literally going back to school the day after Election Day. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, that's really weird. Mm-hmm. I'm not that big into politics. I'm not that big into conspiracy theories. But how is November 5th so perfect, besides being the day after Election Day? And I don't know. Again, I'm not that big.
Kind of sus there, aren't you?
Yeah, it's a little sus. A little sus.
Who is the imposter now?
Yeah. We've been playing Among Us a lot, too. Somebody posted something the other day and I thought it was hilarious. And it was interesting how during the beginning of the pandemic we were all playing a game about animals building places and being happy friends, and now we're playing a game about... Yeah, now we're playing a game about killing other people and being suspicious. Which is true.
Look kind of sus there, you know?
Yeah.
Says I gotta pay him bills. What bills? I paid my dues.
Yeah. We really went completely off tangent. That's fine. That's the whole point of this, is we just talk things through. Actually, literally, this is like our talks in cars when we're driving. We just...
All I'm saying is Nook better live up to his threats.
Who?
The loan shark from Animal Crossing.
Oh, okay.
Your money loaner.
I haven't played Animal Crossing, so I don't know. I guess that was more for you guys than me. But yeah, no, because like I said, this is literally like how we talk in the car and everything. We just kind of go off and we talk about stuff, and then figured we might as well just
that D&D like session this. We talked about Dragon Ball and Bridge for 40 minutes while our DM figured out what we were doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like not 40 minutes in game, but literally 40 minutes
in real life time.
And it's been
which, if you guys haven't actually watched Dragon Ball Z Abridged, what are you doing with your life? It's been out for like what, 10 years now? I mean, they're done. They only went through the Cell Saga, but it's still pretty good.
I mean, they can't do anymore because of copyright.
Yeah,
they're done dealing with that.
Yeah, but
it's not even the voice actors themselves. They actually love the series.
Yeah, and actually, they're doing like, at least on Instagram, they're doing like hand-drawn animation parodies of Dragon Ball
That's cool.
just to get around it. Yeah. But yeah, I wish those guys could look too, because really, really talented people. What have you mostly been watching though lately?
There's this anime called Clan that I've been rewatching.
Mm-hmm.
For those of you who know it, you know how depressing it is.
Just what we need in this depressing year is more depression.
Just
Speaking of, I've been watching. I just got caught up on Supernatural.
Just don't forget about Starfish Girl.
But yeah, I've been caught up on Supernatural. I'm almost done with Rebels. I've been watching all of Star Wars in order from Episode 1. And I mean all of Star Wars. So after I finish Rebels, I'm going to watch Rogue One, then the original trilogy, then Mandalorian. But yeah. Fun times, fun times. Anyways, back to people.
Back to reality.
Yeah.
Trucking hasn't come by yet, so we're not isekai.
Yeah. And I will warn you guys, speaking of people being annoying and everything, it's a very windy day here. Like, I literally walked in, and it sounded like a dog was barking, and I don't have a dog. And it was because the wind was brushing up against, like, a certain part in my house that it was so loud and everything. And why I'm connecting that with people is I'm actually kind of nervous right now for me and my neighbor, because we had we have power lines right behind my house, which is why I'm so stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And we have trees that kind of grow close to that.
Mm-hmm.
And if a tree touches a power line, could cause a fire, could cause an outage, all that fun stuff. So we hired a company all the way out, from New York. And you know this story already, but
the Brooklyn Boys.
yeah, the city that we live in hired, outsourced a company from New York, drove all the way out here to cut the trees. They literally cut about 60% of the top of the tree, so it's not touching the electrical cord by, I want to say, probably 15 feet. And somebody came out and looked at it. Like, my neighbor called somebody to look at it. And the person said that they cut so far back that the trees are imbalanced.
Mm-hmm. And
that a good gust of wind or any type of snow could knock the trees over into the houses. So if you guys get a video about me crying because my house is half destroyed, that's why. But yeah, and it's like we just had a bonfire last week, and you could sit out there and look, and it literally looks like an asteroid went through and just hit all the trees. It's insane. But yeah, my did I tell you about the day after a bonfire?
No.
The other neighbors, I just got new neighbors. I haven't met them yet, but the day after our bonfire, they had people over, and I was like, I wonder if this is like retaliation because I didn't invite them. But I mean, if I haven't met you, I don't want to invite you.
I'm sorry.
If you guys somehow
supposed to be a welcome party?
Yeah, if you guys are somehow It's That Nerd Ryan's fans, I'm more than willing to meet you guys. Doubt it. One of the 40 people that watch the channel. If they actually watch.
They're all your family.
Oh, that also reminds me, I guess this is probably a good time to mention this. From now till December, Angie is actually holding a raffle. If I were to hit 100 subscribers by the end of the year, we're doing a raffle for a $20 gift card of those first 100 subscribers. This might turn into a yearly thing. I don't know if it will. And obviously, more subscribers, the bigger the prize. So make sure if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. And do you have a YouTube channel, Ross?
No, I do not.
Robert. I mean, okay, Robert does not have a YouTube channel, but if he ever does, make sure you subscribe to him too. Follow him on Instagram at Muddy the Muffins.
I changed it to not a underscore Sundeer.
Not a underscore Sundeer. Make sure you follow him on Instagram. He posts his videos of his ferrets all the time. While I just do action figures. They actually okay. We got about
4:00 right now.
25 minutes left. It looks like on here. Yeah, it's 4:00 for us. We're literally doing this almost last minute for posting.
Actually,
and my mom actually just walked in.
Yeah, I gotta get going so I can switch my laundry out.
Yeah, we got about 10 minutes left that we're gonna talk. And if you just heard talking in the background, that was my mom walking by. Sorry, we got thin walls. But just really quickly, I wanted to bring up a positive thing about people nowadays. So thanks to just pop culture in general, I feel like the mentality on collectors has done a complete 180 from 10 years ago. Because like I actually remember back in the day when I literally just collected Transformers and everything, I'd get like laughed at by cashiers and like stuff like that for being a 16 or 17-year-old buying toys. Hi. Okay. Oh, sorry, that was a text message. But nowadays it's like almost like it's cool to do that. And I just think it's so...
Oh no, teens still have that mentality.
No, but I'm saying like I had grown cashiers laughing at me as a teenager. And now it's just like it's cool and like people go, "Oh, you have a collection? That's like really awesome."
Yeah.
And like stuff like that, and then, "Oh, what's your favorite thing? You're going on and on. I actually had somebody at Target, at Walgreens, asking me if they wanted to track for me if they had any new exclusives, which was pretty cool. So we're gonna have to wrap this up after 40 minutes. I hope you guys don't mind that we're about 20 minutes short than our 60. Next month will probably be a longer one. So we don't generally know what we're going to be talking about in the next vlog. We never will. It's kind of more, like I said, a therapy session for us, just talking about life and everything. So I'm going to make up random things to say that our next one's going to be. So our next video is going to be about...
Next time on the DK64 rap.
Next time, it's going to be analyzing whether sparkling water and sparkling soda are the same thing.
I just want to talk about the DK64 rap. That thing slaps.
Yeah, and then we'll I'll make a recommendation for you guys. So, what inspired me to do a podcast like this is Rhett and Link's podcast, Ear Biscuits. If you guys haven't checked out anything from Rhett and Link, sorry, Link. Look at their Rhett and Link channel. Look at Good Mythical Morning, Good Mythical More, Mythical Kitchen, and Ear Biscuits. All of them are really, really good. These two guys are phenomenal. They're basically the grandfathers of YouTube. So check them out. Any recommendations from you?
They're not age appropriate.
Okay. Ross, why don't you go on the dark web?
Yeah.
And
OnlyFans.
Yep. Next vlog that you'll be seeing is Nerd Talk, where we'll be talking about funny stuff. The next one's going to be who would win in the first one's going to be who would win in an all-out anime battle. Billy Mays, Anthony Sullivan, Phil Swift, or Vince from ShamWow.
I'm nominating Ladder Luchador from Murphy's Ladder.
And I hope you guys enjoyed. This vlog series will be posted every second Thursday of the month. So hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great day. We love you. Remember, we're all normal people